This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 1117 North Beverly Drive, Beverly Hills, California, 90210. Today is January 13th, 2026. We're performing a video waste and sewer line inspection through a 4-inch ABS waste line cleanout located at the rear of guest unit, ADU unit number 2. And just behind the AC condenser. So this is our clean out here. This is the AC condenser at the rear of the unit. This goes towards the laundry room in the back of the laundry room. This goes to the side of our unit number 2, guest house number 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to zero out here at the edge of our clean out, and we're kind of at the furthest rear of the property. We started here at the rear of the property. We did run some water from our guest unit, guest unit, our ADU unit number 3. We have some water running there, and we do have a marker up at the front of the property at a clean out at the front of the property. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of puzzle through and push out towards we reach that marker, and then we'll pull back and move our camera to another unit. So again, we're going to zero out our camera monitor here, and we're just going to go ahead and begin to push out. It does appear that we are in. Let's take a good look. It looks to be. We continue to push out. Take a look at the material as we push out. Appears to be ABS plastic. It's just got debris and buildup on it. But again, we'll take a good look as we push out and just try to take a good look. Again, it possibly could be cast iron as well. We're going to make a little bit of a turn.
I'm curious to see all that.
Okay, we did turn some water on. So again, we're just going to utilize this water to help us push out. And again, it does appear that we're in cast iron. So again, we're just going to utilize the water to help us push out, and we'll just continue to push out, and again, possibly push all the way out towards the front of our property to our marker that we have up at the front of the property there. And then on the way back, we'll shut our water down, we'll pull back and take a good look. So we're just going to pause the mic here. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Let me see where we're at. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is in the driveway next to the gate as you're approaching the home. And we did mark it at approximately 3 foot, 11 inches deep. So again, you can see we're holding water. We do have all our water shut down. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull back slowly. We're going to take a good look, and then we're going to relocate ourselves to guest unit number 3. So again, as we pull back, you can see we're holding water. The line is still full of water. Now we're going to come up and out of that water. And again, we are in cast iron sewer piping. Some cobwebs there. Again, some residual water still running. And again, there is some other inspectors on the property as well. So we're going to pull back. Just pull back slowly. We can take a good look. Continue to pull back. And again, the cast iron sewer piping does have buildup and scaling throughout. Again, it does appear to be original period of the home. Okay, again, we'll continue to pull back, making a little bit of a turn.
Okay.
Thank you. So again, we'll continue to pull back. See a little bit of root intrusions there bedding down on the bottom of the pipe. Again, we're just going back underwater again. So this line does have some bellies in it, or holding back some water. Again, we'll continue to pull back. we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we did run some more water running from our guest house number 3, and you can see that water passing through. So again, we're going to pull back from here, and again head back towards our clean out. And again, we are in cast iron sewer pipe. So again, the cast iron sewer piping does have buildup, does have debris. As you can see there, that's our tie-in. We're going to mark that tie-in, so we're going to push in just a little bit. That's our tie-in coming in from our guest unit number 3. So we're going to pause here for a moment, locate this area, and we'll mark this area. Okay, we went ahead and marked this area at approximately 3 foot 1 inches deep, just in front of the what appears to be like the laundry room area, and we did mark it in the driveway. So that is our tie-in coming in from our guest unit number 3. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. Again, we are in cast iron waste line. You can see an opening there. That does appear to possibly be our drain for the I'm going to push back in just a little bit. We're going to identify this opening here. Did appear to be possibly a clean out opening, just a little bit more. Right about there, we're going to locate this area. Okay, again, this opening here is just in the driveway as well, underneath the asphalt. There's a car parked just over the top of it, so we can't mark it. But we did look underneath and we don't see an opening. So again, they probably asphalted over the top of it. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, we are in cast iron sewer pipe. Make a little bit of a turn, and you can see we do have a tie-in in this area as well. So we're going to pause for a moment. We'll mark this area. Okay, again, we did turn on the water in the laundry room, and you can see that we'll continue to pull back. That water is coming in from behind us. So again, that tie-in there could possibly just be a Y fitting laying on its side. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. Again, heading back towards our ADU number 2. Again, we just got some water running in our laundry room, wash basin, sink. And you can see that's our tie-in for our laundry room and the wash basin sink. We're going to push in just a little bit. We'll mark that tie-in. Right about there. We'll pause here for a moment. Again, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. You can see it had some buildup in that area there. That's coming from our laundry room, wash basin, sink. Again, we'll continue to pull back, heading back towards our clean out. And again, we are in cast iron sewer pipe. So again, we'll continue to pull back, make a little bit of a turn. We transition into cast iron waste line. And again, make another turn. And there's our fixtures in our bathroom. And we're heading back towards our clean out. We're going to make a little bit turn, and we're going to pull up and out of our clean out. And what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to relocate ourselves. Okay, we went ahead and relocated ourselves to ADU number 3, and again, this is on the rear of the property. and we're on the rear left right-hand corner of it. And this is our 3-inch ABS mainline sewer clean out here. This goes towards the front of our property here, and this is what appears to be a water heater room, and then the back of the property here. Again, so we're just going to go ahead and zero out our camera monitor here at the edge of the clean out. And again, we're just going to drop down and begin our video waste and sewer. So again, it does appear that we are in black ABS waste line, and then we immediately transition into what appears to be cast iron. So this does appear to be cast iron sewer pipe. So again, we do have some water running from our ADU number 2, to which we were able to identify the initial tie-in for ADU number 3, and we're going to push out to that point. So I'm just going to pause the mic here. We'll push out to that point, we'll pull back, and we'll take a good look. So I'm just going to pause here. As you can see, when we push out, this line here does have quite a bit of debris and buildup. We are pretty much 25% of the pipe bedded at the bottom. It's just got a lot of debris, a lot of buildup at the bottom. We'll make a little bit of a turn. And again, some more debris, some more buildup. I'm going to pause for a moment. I'm going to pause here for a moment. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to shut down our water. We'll pull back and take a good look. Okay, again, we did push all the way out to our tie-in. So again, we did mark that area in the driveway, so we did verify that we pushed to our tie-in. So again, we're going to pull back slowly. The tie-in is just in front of us. We pulled back a little bit to try to rinse our camera lens to get it a little clearer. We had some cobwebs stuck on there. So again, some residual water coming in from the guest unit number 3, but we're going to leave that little bit of residual water there and pull back with it to try to keep our camera lens clear. But again, we are in cast iron sewer piping, and again, the cast iron sewer piping, all the period of the home, it does have quite a bit of buildup and scaling throughout. I don't know if that's possible. So again, we just continue to pull back. And then from here, what we'll do is we're going to relocate ourselves to the front of the property to a 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout located just in the plant area, just to the right of the front door. We'll relocate ourselves there, and we'll attempt to push all the way out into the street or to our city sewer tie-in. So again, the cast iron sewer piping does have buildup, does have debris throughout, and again, it is original period of the home. As we pull back towards the guest unit number 3, the line does get a little more restricted, a lot more buildup, a lot more debris built up in that area. You can see a little more cobweb stuck on our camera lens. And we'll just continue to pull back. Again, heading back towards our clean out. We're going to come up, make a little bit of a turn, and again continue to pull back towards our clean out. In this area here, you can see how the line is a little more restricted. I'm going to pause for a moment. So again, we just continue to pull back. Again, you can see a lot of buildup, a lot of scaling in this area. You can see the bottom half of the cast iron sewer piping is a little more restricted. Like 25% of that lower part of the pipe has a little more restriction, a little more buildup and debris there at the bottom. Again, we'll continue to pull back. We'll make a little bit of a turn. Again, heading back towards our clean out. And we'll make a little turn. We transition back into black ABS sewer pipe. Make a little turn, and we're going to come up and out of our clean out. And what we're going to do is we're going to pause here. We're going to relocate ourselves in front of the main house. I'm going to pause here. Okay, again, we went ahead and relocated ourselves to a 4-inch ABS mainline sewer clean out up at the front of the property. And it is in the plant area just to the right of the front door. So this is our 4-inch ABS mainline sewer clean out here. This goes towards our front door, our driveway area, towards our front door. And again, we're going to go ahead and zero out here at the top of the clean out. What we did do is we did a little preliminary. We ran the camera up the line or down the line, assuming that we were going to get into our sewer. And this clean out here is a one-way clean out. It goes up and underneath the home. So what we're going to do is we're just going to zero out here at the edge of the clean out, and we're going to drop down, and we're just going to head back underneath the home and just take a good look. We do have black ABS sewer pipe here at the beginning. We do have a large root intrusion as well. As you can see, a root intrusion here that's bedding down. And as we come through the root intrusion, we're going to come out into cast iron waistline. The cast iron waistline is holding some water at that transition due to the roots. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to pause our mic here, and we'll push in just a little bit, take a good look at the cast iron waistline. So we're going to pause here. And as we push in, we did transition to what appears to be black ABS waistline. And so what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is in the front bedroom under the slab. It does appear to be possibly a repair. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push in. You can see some residual water coming up and out of an opening there. And we're going to push in. We're going to stop here for a moment. You can see that's the end of the line plug there. So again, we're just going to pause for a moment. You can see as we pull back, there's a plug at the end of the line. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And you can see there's some water there. So we're going to pause there for a moment and push in just a little bit. We're going to pause here. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and it is in the rear right-hand corner of the home, just to the right-hand side of the kitchen, what appears to be possibly a maid's quarters. There is a 3/4 bath there, and it's just coming in just at the back side of the toilet there. So again, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. So we do have black ABS waistline underneath that portion of the home. And as we pull back, you can see this area was lined. They did shoot a small CIPP cured in place liner, short liner in that area. And then as well, we transitioned back into cast iron waistline. And again, we did run water. All the water is coming towards us. The clean out that we ran through is a one-way clean out, which is directional going underneath the home. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. And you can see we got some root intrusion. We're going to pull back slowly. And what we're going to do is we're going to pause for a moment. We're going to run some water from the kitchen just to see if our kitchen's passing through this area. So we're going to pause here. Okay, again, we did run water in our kitchen just to see if the kitchen was coming through and passing through this area. So it does appear that the kitchen doesn't appear to be tied into this portion of the waistline. So again, we're going to continue to pull back. You can see that you do have a large root intrusion in this area. Would recommend having that line hydrojetted in order to get that root out. And we're going to pull up and out of the clean out. And we're going to pause for a moment and relocate ourselves. Okay, we went ahead and relocated ourselves to a 3-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout located in the driveway, just underneath a plastic ABS flat cover. And again, this is our 3-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout here. And this goes back up towards the property. We did look around the property on the exterior of the property on the left-hand side to possibly locate a mainline cleanout on the exterior, but we weren't able to locate a mainline sewer cleanout on that side of the home. We do know that the right-hand side of the house is coming through the main sewer, coming down the driveway, and the left-hand side of the house, which is the primary bathroom. There's 3 bathrooms and a kitchen on that side, and none of that water was coming through. So again, we're going to zero out here and wipe it off one more time. And we're zero out right here. And we're just going to drop down and take a good look. So we're just going to pause our mic here and we're going to drop down. It does appear that we dropped into what appears to be black ABS sewer pipe. Got some debris and stuff on the line, So again, we're nice and clear. We'll just go ahead and continue to push out. And we'll just push out and see where we run to. So we're going to pause our mic here. It does appear we're transitioning back into cast iron sewer pipe. As we push out, it does appear that we are holding some water in the line. You can see that the line is completely underwater. So again, we're just going to continue to push out. Okay, again, you can see this area is just completely holding water. So again, we're just going to attempt to push through slowly and possibly see what we can find as the obstruction. And right about here, we're getting hung up. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and pushed out, and again, we're unable to push past this point. It does appear to have some sort of an obstruction that is holding back water and debris. We're able to identify an additional clean out down the driveway on the left-hand side as you're coming up the road on the left-hand side. There is another 4-inch ABS clean out there. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull back from here, and what we'll do is we'll try to relocate ourselves to that area, see if we can get past this point. So again, you can see it's just completely holding water. You can see that the line is completely underwater, so there does appear to be some sort of obstruction there. The line may need to be hydrojetted in order to get past this point in order to remove the obstruction. You are holding back quite a bit of water. And again, as you see, as we pull back slowly, we come up and out of that area where the belly there where we're holding water, or the obstruction where it's holding water, we're coming up and out of that area. So just that area alone was approximately 25 feet. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And again, we are in cast iron sewer piping. Cast iron sewer piping does have buildup in debris. It does appear to have a tie-in. You can see there's an opening here as well, possibly a tie-in or a Y fitting on its side. What we're going to do is we're going to locate this area. We're going to pause for a moment. Okay, again, we located this area in the plant area just to the left of the driveway. So again, it does appear to be running down the hill, so this is possibly a test tee. So again, we're just going to pull back. Okay, again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back slowly. It does appear that we can see some water coming, and that's coming from our bathroom fixtures and our kitchen on the left-hand side of the property. So we're going to just pull back slowly, and we'll see if we could possibly locate where the tie-in is. Again, this line is running down the driveway. So again, you can see some of that water passing through. It looks like we transitioned to what appears to be possibly ABS plastic. This is on our clean out underneath the driveway. You can see a section here where they had dug up and replaced the section. So again, we're coming back towards our clean out. And again, we'll make a little bit of a turn. We'll push back in just a little bit. And you can see right there that water that's passing through. So our tie-in is still behind us. So again, we're just going to pull up and out of this clean out. And what we're going to do is we're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and relocated our house to an additional clean out that's located along the driveway as you're approaching the property. On the left-hand side, there is a 4-inch riser coming up and out of the ground. So again, this is our 4-inch ABS plastic riser, sewer riser here coming out of the ground. This goes towards our property. We'll wipe our camera lens off just a little bit. And again, this goes towards our property. This goes out towards down the road. And what we're going to do is we're just going to zero out right here at the edge of it. And we'll drop down and just take a good look. We'll pull back just a little bit. It looked like a large root intrusion that's blocking that area. We'll pull back a little bit. Pull back more. And push in a little. And again, there's an obstruction in the line here, so we're unable to get past this point. So again, we're going to pull up and out of the clean out. And again, we would recommend having the line hydrojetted in order to remove this obstruction, and as well as installing a proper two-way mainline sewer clean out at the front of the property so you can view approximately another 100 feet of the line all the way to the clean out that's in the driveway. So that will conclude our video waste and sewer line inspection.